Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. This one fielded at the 5. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. That's a pickup of 11 and a first down on their first offensive play. He was solid. Yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at second down. Well, this defense for the Giants, they were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
I have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw on tape because they stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire game, ended up getting 4 sacks total, and made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield. Also made it hard for him to escape the pocket and run.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Mayfield on play action. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Kayvon Thibodeau, he beat the O-line and recorded the sack. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that, give him clean lanes and throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long. On third down, Robinson. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down. Tress Way on fourth down is sent out to punt. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And they'll begin by running the option. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
They go play action. Mayfield. Blitz coming, and down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
Well, they sent him on the blitz from that linebacker spot, and boy, he got there quickly.
He certainly did, and obviously he could have used a block from his running back, but I think you nailed it right there. The defender got into the backfield so fast, it's hard for anyone.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
The drive will start with an option going left. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Malik Willis. Second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Giants are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mayfield. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on 3rd down. Mayfield now from the 50. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 29-yard line. Back to the ground with Robinson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're not doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
There's Robinson showing the flash. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This pass hauled in by Dotson. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays and send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Sly able to put this one through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD, and it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that part on there that unlocks bigger points. They've struggled with a few drives so far, finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Willis's throw. The ball comes out. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. Following the fumble recovery, Willis. That's complete to John Ross. And he will have a Giants 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, things are definitely going right for them here in the first half. Pick it down, any down, even 3rd down, no problem. They get a connection there and pick up a fresh set of downs, continuing to move the ball.
Now Willis on 1st and 10. Going deep downfield for Ross. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again to throw. Willis on 2nd down. Going to throw right side here. Complete. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 31-yard line. Up the middle with Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. From the 25 on 2nd down, Willis. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly did a nice job there, picking it up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
And they'll face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
19 tight.
Willis looking to throw it. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in.
Sometimes the game is pretty simple. Put a few extra defensive backs on the field, give them nowhere to throw the football, force the incompletion, and get off the field on third down.
Now Willis on fourth down. Got a man, Slayton. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Daniel Bellinger,
His second touchdown on the season.
and the Giants will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Gano the extra point, and the lead is up to 18 now. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Third and short yardage, Mayfield.
And looking for McLaurin, but this is intercepted.
And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Giants touchdown.
That bumps us up to a 3-possession game here, and only in the second quarter, Charles. They're trying to put this game out of reach before we even hit the locker rooms for intermission.
What's even tougher is making up 3 possessions against a defense that can make impact plays like this. They don't have this game wrapped up quite yet, but 2 picks already, 1 to the house. I think it's fair to say they're headed in the right direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Well, it's hard to imagine the first half going any better for them, CD, and now here as they begin their first series of the second half. I mean, they score here. This one, it's pretty much out of reach.
We honestly might already be at that point, partner, because this team, they were dominant in the first half, continue to be dominant now, and I think they're viewing this as a put-away drive on their way to a lopsided victory.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down.
18 Rattlers. 79 Broncos. Dragon 60.
Willis from the gun on third down.
And that is incomplete. So good work there on the defensive side for the first drive of the second half.
Yeah, and until their offense can get into rhythm, their defensive players and staff have got to say to themselves, we've got to make it work. We've got to stand in here and make sure nothing else happens until our guys start moving the ball.
Now a hit and a loose football. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
I feel like you and I could be in our backyard with our dads right now. What did they always say when they were throwing us the ball? Look it all the way in. Make sure you secure it. That had the feeling of not happening there on that play, that he didn't have full control of the ball.
When that punt's coming in, I've never returned punts, but I would imagine it's tough to monitor those guys coming full steam ahead at you.
It really is. You try and get that peek to know where they are about whether you should fair catch it or not, but sometimes you just have to have a sense, a feeling, and just have to make sure, number one, though, you catch the ball and put it away.
This pass into the hands of Bellinger.
And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal.
Willis looks to pass it here.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
But plain and simple, that's the second time today that he's dropped a pass.
And that one, I think, maybe even a little easier than the earlier one that he dropped. Surprising.
Was this game announced as a night game prior to it? Maybe his rhythm is just off. He's got thrown off. He's got to wake up, enjoy the sunshine, and go play.
They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be third and goal. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
Willis on third and goal.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Daniel Bellinger.
A beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game.
And the Giants just continue to roll.
Extra point try good by Gano. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This one fielded at the 5. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD.
And now Mayfield lost the football. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. And they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. From 13 yards out.
And the Giants take the forced fumble and convert it into 6 points. And we remember, of course, all scoring plays need to be verified upstairs, and I think they're going to at least take a look at this. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Gano the extra point, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
This will be fielded inside the 5. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. A win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. He completes this one to Terry McLaurin. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line.
It's a first down Washington on a pickup of 18. Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future weeks.
Yeah, it's all about ending things on a strong note here, isn't it? Because my mindset is it's a new ball game for me.
And this is caught. Touchdown. Terry McLaurin. 35 yards.
And the Commanders are able to claw one back. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
So they do get one score back, but still a long way to go here in the third quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still comfortably on top, third quarter, as they start things here with a 1st and 10. On first down, Willis. And it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
In the third quarter here in D.C., a 2nd and 10 upcoming.
70 range, 70 range. Hurry, hurry.
Here's Willis now off the play fake.
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Buffalo 18.
Third down, it's Willis.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the Giants send out their punter now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Able to connect with Dotson.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down of the process.
Foul to the air on 1st and 10.
And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
And Howe will throw it.
This will be caught. It's Samuel. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 12-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll run this one right with Robinson.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
On 2nd and 11 now. Powell. And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. Curtis Samuel, his first touchdown on the year.
And the Commanders get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that will cut this lead down to 25. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
But not that any of the points would be needed, but CD, they've got enough time left here. They can definitely score on this drive, maybe even an ensuing drive as well, if they really want to drive home this landslide victory.
Yeah, we're certainly about to see just how aggressive they want to be here down the stretch. And what some coaches do is they try and meet it halfway, meaning they want to continue to run their offense, but they'll put in a lot of backups to do it and then tell the opposing coach, hey, I had to get them some work too. I can't just let them sit over on the sidelines all the time.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
Now, I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise. And he lost the football. And it's Washington that scoops it up. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
Looking to throw again on second down. Powell. And I think the ball's out. And fortunately for him, he's able to get it back. But it will be a loss on the play. Fortunately for him, that ball stayed close so that he could recover it on his own.
And you know the prayers that were going through his head as the ball escaped from him? How happy was he at the end of it when he found the football again, able to retain possession?
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game. And that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
Ron Rivera, the gambling type, but he comes up empty here. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Willis looking to throw on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Cole Holcomb, and the Commanders are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wow, that ball was not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. Now they go play action with Howell. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. But he's turning in a nice performance. Remember, he had the touchdown earlier, and this time he's able to beat double coverage to grab it.
I think that if he weren't worried about a taunting penalty, he'd run by the opposing team's bench and say, guys, 2's not going to be enough. You better get some more guys trying to cover me. He knows how to get open downfield.
Complete, it's Dotson. And he's just going to be short here, barely. Maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Fourth down, Howell, desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. A 1st down carry for Barkley. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. A CD, they're up big, but they're still passing it. I mean, this is an offense that's had a lot of success in this game, and it seems like they're just having fun out there.
And it does feel like there's been a shift out there, doesn't it, partner? Listen, if you're up, you can continue to do what you want to do. It's up to the other team to make you change how you do things. They'll continue to throw it around.
And give them another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You'd have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit down.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they move this all the way down to the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Extra point try good by Gano. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD, but unfortunately the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the
No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Keon Crossan. And the Giants are going to take possession of the football. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Charles, a lot of